Hey, check it out. Now, I want to share with you the story of how I came to get this Evo 2 Club Spec into my possession. It goes back to about 1998, 99, and a guy who I knew, an acquaintance, had one of these. He bought it brand new, and he was all cashed up at the time and was just dumping money in it, lowering and putting a front mount on and things like that. And I would rock up to his place in a 1982 Nissan Vanette with a 3-speed column shift, and was absolutely in love with this car. It was one of the first WXs that I fell in love with. And so over the years, I've had let me think, the first one was a 2000 model Mica Red, which was pretty new at the time. Then I went into a white two-door STI. Then I went into a Evo 6 Club Spec. It was about an 03-ish, I think, from memory. Then I went into a 2005 white STI, which I purchased brand new, and I bought the Club Spec brand new before that too, the black one. So I had that one, then got out of that one after a couple of years. That was an awesome car, and got into a 2000 model GC8 in a wagon, a nice silver one, which at the time had low kilometers on it, and ended up selling that one. So it's been since about 2008 that I've actually owned a GC8. Currently I've still got a 2017, I think they call it the Do Edition, which is basically like a premium. And I've always wanted to have another GC8 back in the garage, and now I'm in a good financial position, so I can afford to buy one of these as a toy. So I've been hunting around for one of these for years and years, so I kind of knew the market, and as everybody knows, the prices on these cars are just going up, right? So probably even about 3 to 5 years ago, you probably could have got one of these for like 10 grand. I remember seeing an Evo 3 Club Spec probably about 2 or 3 years ago, and that was about 12 grand, and that was really, really nice. But this one here, so I was hunting around, and this one came up on car sales, and the guy originally wanted about, I think it was about $50,000, and I thought, I just couldn't justify 50 grand. Then he came down a couple of weeks later, about 45 grand, then a couple of weeks after that down to 39,990, and I thought, I'm gonna ring him, and if he takes 35, I'm gonna get it. And I woke up that morning not thinking I was gonna buy a GC8. So I gave this guy a call. I said, mate, look, I know the cars, I've got cash, what can we do on this car? So he said, look, I'll take the rego off because he's gonna have to re-register it. So he said $38,000, a little bit more than what I was prepared to pay, but what's 3,000 bucks? Nothing. So I said, mate, let's do it. And I said, I need to get it up from Victoria to, I'm up in Tweed Heads in northern New South Wales, right on the Queensland border. He said, look, do you want me to go away and get some prices for transportation? And I said, no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, because I knew that if he hung up the phone, someone else would have called him, and then I would have missed the car. I said, mate, it's going to be like $1,000, whatever. Just get on the truck and get up to me. So he sent me through an invoice, and it turned out the guy who owned it had it for, I think, about 3 years, and he'd hunted around for about 3 years to find this one. And this one has 94,000 Ks on it, pretty much in original condition. I will show you something. It's just got on the front here the clear indicators on it. I'm probably going to, while I've got it, maybe change this one to a clear as well, just to make it look schmick. But I don't want to go too far beyond keeping it original. So anyway, back to the story. So the guy, he sends me the invoice. I transfer him the money like instantly, and I didn't even get him to turn the engine over. Actually, I haven't got it mechanically checked. He actually had said to me that the phone call before mine, someone was on the phone saying, mate, look, I'm gonna come look at the car with my mechanic. I'll be there tomorrow. And the guy said, mate, do you want to put a deposit on it? You know, because it could go pretty quickly now. No, I'm gonna come tomorrow with my mechanic, it'll be good. Of course, I was the next phone call. So unfortunately, whoever that guy is, you snooze, you lose. And he didn't even want to put a deposit on it, which is crazy. So I snapped it up quick smart, got it sent up here from Melbourne. Now, just for those of you who want to know, I used a company called Ceva, C-E-V-A. They were really, really good, about $900 from Melbourne all the way up to essentially the Gold Coast, which was really, really good. They were very professional, kept me informed the whole way, and yeah, great service. So there you go. I'm going to give you guys updates as we go, because I always love seeing the updates that you guys provide with your GC8 and other WXs and STIs. So I really appreciate that. So I'm going to share this gem with you guys so that you can, of course, just look at it, and as what we do, love it, share it, enjoy it, and yeah, I hope you guys like some of the stuff I'm going to put out. I'll give you guys some updates as well as we go, some of the improvements I'm going to make, just tidying things up, like some of the wheels, just some gutter rash on the wheels, things like that. Maybe replace a couple little parts, little clips and things like that that are broken off over time. So all in all, an excellent car, and thanks so much, and I'll catch you guys later. All right, be good.